Hello everybody, I'm sleepy, but it's still time for Let's Play the randomizer for Link to the Past. Today, we're in Misery Mire. What a place to be after waking up, huh? So we have our last item to get in here, the fabled green pendant. We've already beaten Ganon's tower, but I might as well do this for fun. And profit. Maybe the golden sword is in here, that'd be nice. We still have to fight Ganon after all. So this room is pretty standard. You have to kill everybody in here to progress. So use the hook shot to kill the tentacle guys, and slash the Wizrobes and you're good. So this dungeon is a little complicated. There's like a super high amount of different paths you can take through it. So I'm going to try and do the things the way that I remember, which is not this way actually. I want to go to the right here and avoid this guy and go up here. There's like one out-of-the-way chest and a dead end. That's the first one I'd like to grab. So yeah, be careful with those torches. They shoot fireballs. Although those don't really look like balls of fire, do they? They just look like balls in general. Alright, key. We're going to need that. In terms of gettable treasure in this dungeon, it's like okay. There's not too much. There's a decent amount of keys in here, and then there's always the dungeon items and stuff. There's another key, for example. So for this part, we need invincibility for just a second. Ooh, mirror shield. Perfect. So yeah, you need invincibility for a little bit to go on those spikes, open that jar up, and hit the switch. Although if you don't have it, you could just eat the damage. It's not that much, but I figured might as well while I have the chance, and we're going to get a full magic jar later anyway, so I don't need to worry too much about that. Oh, there's a little magic jar too. Okay. So for this part, we need to hit this, grab that key. Keys haven't been making sounds lately. I wonder why. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Gotta go the other way. Ow. Okay. We're okay. Let's see here. So actually, I don't want to go that way. I just went this way to grab the key, and I'm going to save myself a trip by taking that path there. It's a bad path anyway. You need to use invincibility to get past that area. So I really wonder if they expected for you to have it in this dungeon or not, considering all these spike traps here. No, I don't want to go this way either. Now that we have a couple of keys, we want to go to the left side. Oh yeah, I just realized that our bomb and arrow capacities are maxed, so that's nice too. We are really close to being 100% with this. We just need the golden sword and a couple more heart pieces and containers. So let's see here. Now there's a room up here, but there's nothing interesting in there. It's just a one-way path from the torch room that you could take if you wanted to, but is pretty pointless. And here's the other side of the door that you could have taken earlier. You can see the spikes up there. That's the path that I was warning you about. So we're going to just completely ignore this part of the dungeon and go instead down here where we actually need a key to proceed. Here we got nice little green skulls. Beat up that guy for another key. Let's see, down here, there's not much. If you just go down there, you'll see a chest that you can't reach right now. And I'm going to hit that just in case. So this room has tiles. Let's just not worry about those right now. Instead, we want to go up here. Now this is a room where the glitch with the magic mirror that I've been showing you throughout the game can come in handy. You can use other items that can go through the blocks while you're pushing them in the Japanese version. So for instance, normally the blocks would block the fire, but since I'm a glitch abuser, I can just shoot right through them, and that saves a lot of time. Unfortunately, it doesn't save the time of waiting for the wall to shift on the other side of that door to the right, which takes, like, I don't know, 20 seconds, 30 seconds maybe? Well, it's done now. Maybe closer to 20. So all that does is open up that pit. Actually, what does this tile say? Anything? Nah, it's Japanese. Maybe in the new version of the randomizer they just put out, that will be English now. I don't know. We do get a big key for our trouble. That's actually where the big key normally is, too. So now with that, we can go up here, and there's another warp we can take. That would lead us straight to the end of the dungeon, but there's another chest we need to get before we do that. So we're back here. It's on the other side of that door to the left, but we need to work our way around to get to it. I actually did this slightly inefficiently, but that's okay. So let me see here. I believe we need to light the torches in here. I'm not 100%. Maybe we need to get all the tiles to break. Nah, it's just lighting the torches. Run away! And yeah, we needed to hit that switch earlier. Oh well. That's okay. Just slap that real quick. Is the torch just gonna stay lit for us? Damn it. Ah well. It doesn't really matter. It matters if I can't actually land my lamp there. Yeesh. Wasting a lot of magic here. Okay, that's a key we'll maybe need later. So now that we have the big key, I'm going to go head on over to the right side of the dungeon. Oh, there's also another thing we can grab over here. Under this skull is a switch that reveals a chest. There's the compass. Let's see, how we're doing on terms of items. We still need the map, and there's not too much left, so we might get the map coming up here. I need to make my way downstairs again. But there's no way around this guy. Come on. Go to the right. Thank you. Ow. I feel like I'm taking a lot of unnecessary damage this time. Oh well. I'm kinda rushing, to be honest. Although not as rushing as I was when I played the game and I was like, I just want to beat it, so I skipped Misery Mire. I could spend some powder on this guy. Why not? That's what I got it for, right? And I got hit again, so I can avoid using the sword beam. So, latching onto that is the intended way of getting past that, but if you are really, really good, you can get across that without even using that. So over there we got a nice red potion in a bottle, which is handy. And now we have a bunch of extra keys. So, from here, all we need to do is reach the end. Hopefully you got the Cane of Samaria in an earlier dungeon or cave somewhere in the world, because you're going to need it for this next part. You also need the lamp to get past the dark part of the basement in this dungeon as well. And like I said before, the hookshot is somewhat necessary, and so is the fire rod. I think everything in here can be done with just the lamp, but the fire rod does help. Actually, we need to go down now. So those are the items you need for this place. For the opening area, you don't need the hookshot. If you just time a dash correctly and bump yourself into the blocks, you can push yourself across the pit that way. And there are situations where you might need to do that. Nice full magic jar. And from here, we head down into the depths. And so I believe on the bottom here, yeah, that's where the last key goes. The extra one I have is for that one door that led to the invincibility spike thing that I told you about before. Okay, so let's get this out. Oh, what? I hate the block mechanics sometimes. I could have fit through there without pushing it. Come on, game. Okay, so this next part is a little annoying. We got spikes. It's kind of hard to dodge them without taking damage, but, you know, just be patient. Be prudent. Let's see. No. I thought maybe I could skip a step. I do need to hit that, I'm pretty sure. There we go. And then we go in here. Yes? Yes. Now we need to bomb this part. Might as well just kill that guy while I'm waiting. Ow. Little bugs. Can never trust them. So yeah, there's a money room up there if you bomb the wall in the room with the conveyor belt around the switch that I was just at. But we really don't need money. The newest version of the patch introduced an interesting thing that I saw called the retro mode, which actually makes it so that, like Zelda 1, arrows cost money to fire instead of being their own quantity. And so I'm interested to see if maybe that makes money more of a commodity and more useful than it normally otherwise would be. So I might try playing that retro mode some other time. I don't know if I'll do it on stream, but I'll definitely do it on my own time. So for this boss, we want to abuse our silver arrows, as we always have. Any eyeball that's half out of the water can be shot and killed, and that is necessary in order to fight this guy. Now, I'm not sure about this. Let's see here. No, you cannot shoot the main eyeball before you kill the rest of these guys, and I am sucking. Okay. This should let him come out. So this is one of the few enemies that takes multiple silver arrows to kill, so keep that in mind, but it's still not that big a deal. And we get the map for our trouble. And there's our green pendant. It only took us about 12 minutes. Not bad at all. So from here, what I want to do is I want to turn in the pendant to get a couple of things in the light world. And from there, we should be a pretty good shape to be finishing up our little journey in this randomizer. So the next episode should be the last one. So first things first, we need to go say hi to Sir Hossela. Turn in the green pendant to him that he asked us for so long ago in order to get an item. So I've been pretty thorough, but maybe I've missed a chest or two, so I don't know. I don't know where the missing hearts could be, or my golden sword, or something like that. I definitely cleared out the tower for Ganon, so, I'll have to think about that, I guess. So let's see. All he has to give us is a red rupee. Alright, man, sure, fine. Talk about moody. So there's one last thing we need to do, and that was the entire point of the first half of the game in the normal version, pulling out the Master Sword, which we can only do once we have all 3 pendants. And there's an interesting quirk to it in the randomizer. Besides it just being a random item, it's not the Master Sword, obviously. We got that a long time ago. Well, I'll show you once we get there. So we need to make our way up through here. I kind of took the long way, but that's okay. So I'm going to try and ignore the thief here. Oh, we're already here. Okay. Nice. So, a cool thing you can do in the randomizer is if you have the Book of Medora and you get to the pedestal here, you can use the book to read the pedestal and it'll tell you what item you will get. So, it says just a little piece of love, which can be interpreted as a piece of heart when we pull this out. Now, pros at the randomizer speedrunning it and all will usually come here around the time that they go to Skull Woods. Because they can, before they go into the dungeon proper, the last part of the dungeon that you need to shoot the fire rod to open, they can come here by warping with the magic mirror and read the pedestal, just in case they need whatever item is in there. It's a low chance, but it's worth mentioning. So I believe we can warp out of here now. Now, I cannot recall any other places where I haven't collected the treasure yet, so we might have to just accept the loss on some of the items we haven't been able to find. So next time, when we start up, we're going to go ahead and finish the game. I'm going to show you how to get past the Hyrule Castle here in the Light World, a dungeon that you would normally do on your own while progressing through the game, but in most randomizers it's pretty safe to skip. And we did skip it, but I want to show it off anyway for the sake of completion. And from there we'll be warped straight to the Dark World, where we can go ahead and drop right in on Ganon in that little pit that he left for us last time. So, I'll meet you back here next time, and I hope you all enjoyed this episode. I'm Alxbrit, and I'll see y'all later.